I've got one of these Chinese overhead winches, and it's not permanently mounted yet, but a friend of mine has one that's got a higher capacity rating and a stiffer cable on it, and he's got a problem where when you put it in double line pull, there's not enough weight on the snatch block to pull the line down without it just sort of unspooling and rat's nesting. You have to put weight on it to pull it down. So I'm going to add, make a piece and add to it and make it work right. So let me show you what I've got in mind. So here's the winch set up in double line pull so you can double your capacity. And this one works okay. It doesn't unspool too bad when you lower it or raise it. But the cable on his is a little bit stiffer, and so it tends to unspool and get a little crazy. They, as part of the original design, have this weight on it for single line pull, but it's not a very heavy weight, and it's captivated on the crimps that hold the eyelet for that hook in place. So what I'm going to do is add an extension here between the snatch block and the hook that I can add weights to. Always keep enough tension on this to keep the line taut and keep it from spooling up crazy. So this is kind of what I have in mind. That's a piece of 1/2 inch plate. It's about 2 inches wide, 1/2 inch hole in it that will bolt to the snatch block. And then down here, in order to have somewhere for the hook to bolt into, I'm going to weld these two pieces of angle on here and then stack weights over this bar and weld them to this so it's got a constant amount of weight on it, and then it'll be a direct line of force between this hole and then the two holes that I'm going to drill in here after it's welded in place, so I know I got the alignment right. So let me get some more magnets on it and we'll tack her in place and weld it up. And because this metal is so thick, I'm going to go ahead and preheat it a little bit. So these are the weights that I'm going to weld onto it, stacked up. They're going to sit about like that. So So I've got it completed and bolted all up, and now it keeps plenty of tension on the wire, and it should work with a little bit heavier cable on the bigger winch my friend has. So this bolt's a little tight, but it definitely fits, and nice compact weight addition. It doesn't lengthen the hook too much and ought to do what it's supposed to.